Good afternoon and welcome to the Public Service Commission of South Carolina. It is Thursday, February 23rd at 2 p.m. and we are here for our regularly scheduled business meeting. Let's take a roll call of commissioners. Present in the hearing room we have Vice Chair Powers, Commissioner Caston, Chair Belser, and with us virtually we have Commissioner Thomas and Commissioner Irvin, and telephonically we have Commissioner Carol Lee Williams. I note for the record that Commissioner Justin Williams is on family sick leave today. Before we begin, would you join me for a moment of silent reflection? Thank you. It's too pretty a day to be inside, but here we are. Good afternoon, Mr. Powers.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and good afternoon, Vice Chair Powers and Commissioners. The first order of business is to set the next Commission business meeting. Staff recommends the next regularly scheduled meeting be held on Thursday, March 9th, 2023 at 2 p.m.
Our next regularly scheduled business meeting will be scheduled for Thursday, March 9th at 2 p.m. Thank you.
Today, we have 16 items on the utilities agenda and 11 items on the transportation agenda. Item number 1 is in docket number 2022-404C. This is a petition from TracFone Wireless Incorporated and SafeLink Wireless Incorporated for approval of a merger without notice or hearing.
Commissioners, we've heard agenda item 1 is identified by Mr. Powers. Is there a motion?
Madam Chair,
Commissioner Thomas.
thank you. I move that the Commission approve the petition of TracFone Wireless Incorporated and SafeLink Wireless Incorporated for approval of its merger without notice or hearing.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion of Commissioner Thomas. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
I'll vote aye.
I now see Commissioner Carol Lee Williams is virtual. I had her telephonically, but she's appearing virtually. Commissioner Carol Lee Williams.
Aye.
Aye. Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 2 is in docket number 2008-140A, which is Jacob Utilities LLC's request for a 30-day extension of time until May 1st, 2023 to file its water and wastewater annual reports.
With regard to utilities agenda item 2, is there a motion?
Madam Chair,
Commissioner Caston.
I move that the Commission grant the request of Jacob Utilities LLC for a 30-day extension of time until May 1st, 2023 to file its 2022 water and wastewater annual reports.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Caston. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 3 is in docket numbers 2023-38E and 2023-39E. This is a motion from Pine Gate Renewables LLC and Catalina Solar LLC to consolidate docket numbers 2023-38E and 2023-39E and the Office of Regulatory Staff's request to schedule oral arguments. Staff recommends this item be carried over.
Item 3 will be carried over.
Item number 4 appears in docket number 2022-250E. Staff presents for Commission consideration final disposition of this docket involving Raven Gadsden versus Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated.
With regard to utilities agenda item 4, is there a motion?
Madam Chair,
Commissioner Thomas.
thank you. I move that the Commission deny the complaint Raven Gadsden filed against Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated an evidentiary hearing involving all parties took place before a hearing examiner on December 14, 2022. Following the hearing examiner circulated a report in the form of proposed order to all parties. Ms. Gadsden took exception to the report, and those exceptions will be addressed in a final order of the commission. I move that the commission clerk's office administratively close this docket.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Thomas. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers?
Aye.
Commissioner Carolee Williams?
Aye.
Commissioner Caston?
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin?
Aye.
And I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 5 appears in docket number 2022-408E. This is the request of Duke Energy Carolinas LLC and Duke Energy Progress LLC for waiver of notice and hearing regarding the joint application for approval of authority to transfer intercompany assets and for approval of accounting authority.
With regard to agenda item 5, as described by Mr. Powers, is there a motion?
Madam Chair,
Commissioner Irvin?
thank you. I move that the commission approve Duke Energy Carolinas LLC and Duke Energy Progress LLC's request to transfer intercompany assets and approval of their accounting authority. Duke's request will not involve a change to any retail rates or prices at this time, or require any change in any commission rule, regulation, or policy. Further, the issuance of the requested accounting order will not preclude any party or the commission from addressing the prudency of these costs in Duke's future proceedings, including any rate-making dockets. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Irvin. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas?
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers?
Aye.
Commissioner Carolee Williams? Commissioner Caston?
Aye.
The chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 6 is in docket number 2019-386E, which is Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated's amended and restated
Just a second, Mr. Powers. We're having a connectivity issue. If everybody could just stand by for a few minutes while we connect that. We are not going to disconnect. We're just trying to work through an issue with connectivity. We're on standby for a few minutes. Good afternoon. We are back. Sorry for that brief interruption. We were having some connectivity issues. To be safe, let's take the roll call of commissioners again. Present in the hearing room, we have Vice Chair Powers, Commissioner Caston, and Chair Belser. With us virtually, we have Commissioner Irvin and Commissioner Thomas, and with us telephonically, we have Commissioner Carol Lee Williams. Commissioner Justin Williams is on family sick leave today. Mr. Powers.
Back to item number 6 in docket number 2019-386E, which is Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated's amended and restated intercompany credit agreement with South Carolina Generating Company Incorporated, Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated, Scana Corporation, and South Carolina Fuel Company Incorporated.
I am recused in this docket, so I'm going to pass the gavel to Vice Chair Powers to handle this matter.
Thank you, Madam Chair. In regard to item 6 as described by Mr. Powers, is there a motion?
Vice Chair Powers, this is Commissioner Williams.
Thank you, Commissioner Williams. Go ahead.
I move that the commission accept for filing and information purposes the amended and restated intercompany credit agreement with South Carolina Generating Company, Inc., Dominion Energy South Carolina, Inc., Scana Corporation, and South Carolina Fuel Company, Inc. The agreements are not prohibited by Dominion Energy South Carolina's Code of Conduct, and ORS has reserved the right to review and make recommendations on any transactions resulting from the agreement in future general rate cases or other appropriate proceedings. The primary purpose of the amendments is to replace the London Interbank Offered Rate, or LIBOR, and the secured overnight financing rate, SOFR, because the LIBOR will be no longer published and will thus no longer be an appropriate reference rate upon which to determine the interest rate on loans. I so move.
Thank you. Having heard the motion by Commissioner Williams, is there any further discussion? If not, we'll have a roll call vote beginning with Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
And I vote aye. The motion passed. I'll hand the gavel back to the chairman.
Thank you, Vice Chair Powers.
Item number 7 appears in docket numbers 2012-218E, 2022-74E, and 2023-59E. This is Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated's request for approval to increase its pension rider without notice and hearing.
Commissioners, we've heard item 7 identified by Mr. Powers. Is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I have a motion.
Vice Chair Powers?
I move that the commission instruct the clerk to issue a notice of filing in this matter.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Vice Chair Powers. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Carol Lee Williams?
Aye.
Commissioner Caston?
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin?
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas?
Aye.
And I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 8 is in docket number ND 2023-3E. This is commission consideration of Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated's written responses to commission order number 2023-108A.
With regard to Utilities Agenda Item 8, is there a motion?
Madam Chair, again, I have a motion.
Vice Chair Powers?
Thank you. I move the commission accept as information Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated's notification of implementation of paperless billing auto-enroll program dated January 30th, 2023. I further move that the commission accept as information Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated's February 14th, 2023 responses to commission order number 2023-108A in regard to DESC's notification of implementation of paperless billing auto-enroll program. So moved.
Thank you, Vice Chair. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Vice Chair Powers. Is there any discussion?
Madam Chair,
Commissioner Caston?
I wanted to make sure, I wasn't sure if I heard January 20th 2023 or January 30th, 2023?
If I said January 30th, I meant January 20th, and would correct
Thank
it
you.
that way.
Thank you for that clarification. Any further discussion? We'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Vice Chair Powers,
Aye.
Commissioner Williams,
Aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
and I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 9 is in docket number 2022-371 EG. This is commission consideration of Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated's responses to commission order number 2023-112.
With regard to Utilities Agenda Item 9, is there a motion?
Chair Belcher? This is
Commissioner Williams, you're recognized.
Thank you. I move that the commission accepts as information Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated's responses to commissioner questions contained in order number 2023-112.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Williams. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, starting with Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers,
Aye.
and I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 10 is in docket number 2006-401G. This is Piedmont Natural Gas Company Incorporated's request for approval of gas cost recovery mechanism GCRM 158.
With regard to Utilities Agenda Item 10, as identified by Mr. Powers, is there a motion?
Madam Chair,
Commissioner Thomas.
thank you. I move that the commission grant approval of Piedmont Natural Gas Company's GCRM 158 effective with the first billing cycle in March 2023 and thereafter until further notice. This will allow Piedmont to put this reduction in effect by the next billing cycle. On February 13th, 2023, Piedmont requested commission approval of this rate decrease in GCRM 158 and for expedited consideration by the commission no later than February 28th of 2023. Piedmont requests a decrease in its benchmark cost of gas from the current $2.75 per decatherm to $2.25 per decatherm. This change is necessary to mitigate future mitigate future over collection in Piedmont's gas cost deferred account. The rate changes approved herein are a decrease of 0.05089 cents per therm for sales rate schedules 201, 202, 242, 252, 203, and 204, and a decrease of 0.00089 cents per therm for transportation rate schedules 213 and 214. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Thomas. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers,
Aye.
Commissioner Williams,
Aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin,
Aye.
and I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 11 is in docket number 2022-5G, which is Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated's letter regarding the computation of an alternative commodity benchmark for interruptible sales during December 2022.
Commissioners, we've heard the item 11 identified by Mr. Powers. Is there a motion?
Madam Chair,
Commissioner Irvin,
I move that the commission accept as information and notice Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated's letter regarding the alternative commodity benchmark for interruptible sales during December 2022. So moved.
thank you, Commissioner. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Irvin. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Irvin,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers,
Aye.
Commissioner Williams,
Aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
and I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 12 appears in docket number 2019-108G. Staff presents for commission consideration the acceptance for filing of the 26th Amendment to the United States Department of Defense contract for Fort Jackson, filed on behalf of Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated.
Commissioners, with regard to agenda item 12, is there a motion?
Madam Chair,
Commissioner Irvin,
thank you. I move that the commission accept for filing the 26th Amendment to the United States Department of Defense contract for Fort Jackson, filed on behalf of Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated. So moved.
thank you, Commissioner Irvin. Commissioners, we've heard the motion of Commissioner Irvin. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Irvin,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers,
Aye.
Commissioner Williams,
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
The chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 13 is in docket number 2022-398WS, which is Defusky Island Utility Company Incorporated's motion to hold in abeyance a proceeding and for additional relief, as well as amended motion for confidential treatment of Exhibit 2 to its proposed service agreement.
With regard to utilities, agenda item 13, is there a motion?
Chair Belzer, I'd like to make a motion.
Commissioner Williams, you have the floor.
I move that the commission grant the request of Daniel Allen the Fusky Island Utility Company to hold the proceeding in abeyance for 4 months from the date of this directive. After a period of 3 months, Fusky Island Utility Company shall file a status report with the commission indicating its ability to proceed with the matter. I move that the commission deny the request for an order limiting or preventing ORS from retaining an outside consultant in this matter. The commission lacks the jurisdictional authority to issue such an order. I move that the commission instruct staff to conduct a status conference to discuss discovery disputes raised by the Fusky Island Utility Corporation. Lastly, I move that the commission grant the amended motion for confidential treatment of Exhibit 2 to the proposed service agreement.
Thank you, Commissioner Williams. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Williams. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Williams,
Aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
The chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 14 is in docket number 2022-358W. This is CSWR, South Carolina Utility Operating Company LLC's response to Commission Order Number 2023-28.
With regard to utilities, item 14 is identified by Mr. Powers. Is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion.
Commissioner Caston is recognized.
I move that the commission accept as information the response of CSWR South Carolina Utility Operating Company, LLC, to Commission Order Number 2023-28. I also move that the commission hold in abeyance any additional action in this docket until such time as confirmation is received as to CSWR South Carolina Utility Operating Company, LLC's compliance with items 1, 2, 3, and 5 in Commission Order Number 2023-28. I so move.
Thank you, Commissioner Caston. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Caston. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, starting with Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers,
Aye.
Commissioner Williams,
Aye.
and I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 15 is in docket numbers 239E, and 2022-240E. This is regarding the Office of Regulatory Staff's motion to strike portions of testimony in the docket.
With regard to agenda item 15, is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I have another motion.
Commissioner Caston,
I move that the commission clarify and modify Commission Directive Order Number 2023-106, dated February 9th, 2023, to provide that the motion to strike filed by ORS is denied. I so move.
thank you, Commissioner Caston. Commissioners, with regard to the motion from Commissioner Caston, is there any discussion? Commissioner Caston, I appreciate this motion. While I think that the text of the motion, I think it was from last week, could be read to indicate that the motion to strike was denied, I think it's best that we go ahead and clarify that motion, so I appreciate your motion today. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
If there's no further discussion, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers,
Aye.
Commissioner Williams,
Aye.
and I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 16 is in docket number 2023-63E. This is the application of Duke Energy Progress LLC for approval of the transfer and sale of their New Hill Holman Road, North Carolina property in Wake County, North Carolina.
With regard to agenda item 16, is there a motion?
Chair Belser, I have a motion.
Vice Chair Powers,
I move that the commission approve Dominion Energy South Carolina's Incorporated's request for approval to sell real property known as New Hill Holloman Road, North Carolina property to Barnett Properties LLC. This approval is consistent with order number 2022-816, in which the commission allowed a waiver of the competitive bid requirement established by order number 2021-358. ORS has indicated that it has reviewed this matter, including the appraisal, and does not object to the company's request for approval to sell the property or to the company's request for a waiver of the bid requirement. As noted in its letter to the commission, ORS reserves its right to review and propose any necessary adjustments or recommendations regarding the accounting and regulatory treatment applied by the company in a future rate proceeding. So moved.
Vice Chair Powers, I'd like to offer a friendly amendment. I think I heard you say Dominion Energy South Carolina, and this request is from Duke Energy Progress LLC. So would you accept as a friendly amendment that the motion reflect
Well, I certainly would.
Duke Energy
Madam
Progress?
Chair,
I understand.
Thank you.
Everybody's name starts with a D these days, it seems like, so. But, so the motion will reflect Duke Energy Progress LLC. Commissioners, is there any discussion on the, motion as amended? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, beginning with Vice Chair Powers.
Vote aye.
Commissioner Williams,
Aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
and I vote aye. The motion carries.
Madam Chair, that completes the utilities agenda today. Moving on to the motor carrier agenda, item numbers 1 through 9 are requests for Class C certificates. Staff recommends that these items be taken together, and I will review them for the commission. Item number 1 appears in docket number 2023-35T, which is the application of A&P Transportation LLC for a Class C non-emergency certificate. Item number 2 is in docket number 2023-37T. This is the application of Rico Hart for a Class C taxi certificate. Item number 3 is in docket number 2023-40T. This is the application of Dillon Adult Daycare LLC for a Class C non-emergency certificate. Item number 4 is in docket number 2023-41T. This is the application of H. Alton Boyd Senior Center LLC for Class C non-emergency certificate. Item number 5 is in docket number 2023-43T. This is the application of Nanacare Medical Transportation LLC for a Class C non-emergency certificate. Item number 6 is in docket number 2023-44T. This is the application of The Total Car Service LLC for Class C Charter Certificate. Item number 7 is in docket number 2023-45T. This is the application of M2M Transport LLC for a Class C non-emergency certificate. Item number 8 is in docket number 2023-51T. This is the application of Graham Collins Adult Daycare Center LLC for a Class C non-emergency certificate. Item number 9 is in docket number 2023-52T. This is the application of Angelic Service Incorporated for Class C non-emergency certificate.
Commissioners, we've heard items 1 through 9 on the transportation agenda identified by Mr. Powers. Is there a motion?
Madam
regarding
Chair, I
this?
have a motion.
Vice Chair Powers.
I move the commission approve the applications for Class C certificates in items number 1 through 9 as listed by Mr. Powers.
Thank you, Vice Chair. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Vice Chair Powers. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote. Vice Chair Powers.
Vote aye.
Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. The motion carries.
Item number 10 is in docket number 2022-345T, which is the request of Divine Care at Home LLC for a 12-month extension of time to comply with commission rules and regulations.
With regard to transportation, agenda item 10, is there a motion?
Madam Chair,
Commissioner Thomas is recognized.
thank you. I move that the commission grant the request of Divine Care at Home LLC for an extension of time until November the 9th, 2023 to comply with commission rules and regulations.
Thank you, Commissioner Thomas. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Thomas. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, starting with Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
And I vote aye. The motion carries.
Item number 11 appears in docket number 2022-310T, which is the request of Midlands and Low Country Taxi LLC for a 6-month extension of time to comply with commission rules and regulations.
With regard to transportation agenda item 11, is there a motion?
Madam Chair,
Commissioner Irvin is recognized.
thank you. I move that the commission grant the request of Midlands and Low Country Taxi LLC for an extension of time until August 23, 2023 to comply with commission rules and regulations. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner Irvin. Commissioners, we've heard the motion from Commissioner Irvin. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll proceed to a roll call vote, starting with Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Vice Chair Powers.
Aye.
Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
And I vote aye. The motion carries.
Madam Chair and Commissioners, this concludes the business notice before the commission today.
Thank you, Mr. Powers. As the business that has been noticed is now concluded, we will close this business meeting. I do note that our next regularly scheduled commission business meeting is now set for Thursday, March 9th at 2 p.m. Thank you very much. Hope you have a good afternoon.